It's been a while since I've been in front of you guys. I think I'll stick to the cards this time, huh? So, today's episode of Peter's Diary, I want to touch upon a couple of things, give an update on the drama going through with Chum Bucket with some of these crazy girls. There's one girl that's been pursuing me. I haven't seen her in 3 days. 3 days. Any other dude would probably be like, oh man, what happened to her? Me? I couldn't care less. Couldn't care less. You know why? Because she's the one coming on to me. I'm not pursuing her because I don't care. Okay? See, people have this misguided conception about who has the power in a relationship. It's the dudes. See, they need us more than we need them. Dudes can have kids from now until they're like 50 or something. Chicks got a little a clock going on. It's taken away. So some of these girls won't be married by the time they're like mid-20s. And so most of them, not some of them, are already looking for an older dude. Because they want to stay young and hip and all that. Even though apparently girls age worse than dudes. Which I always found out to be interesting. Might be why so much scattered ass is always checking me out. So I'm in my mid-20s and I don't look a day over 18, apparently. According to these kids over there at the Chum Bucket. He looks like he's 18 or 19. Like, I just started laughing. Like, yeah, okay. Let's roll with that. And this one chick, she's kind of attractive, but I still don't know if she's really my type. Now, I've noticed some of the seductive glares she's given me. Not just recently, but a lot. It happens a lot. The other day, she stared at me for at least almost 2 minutes straight. And so when I started looking at her back, not like in a I want you type of way, but like just to test her, these chicks get so excited when a dude gives them even a fraction of attention. They're like, oh man, he's gonna ask me out. He's gonna bang me. It's like, no, I'm not. But the fact that they think that gives me the power. See, dudes have all the power in a relationship. They have the money. They buy the house. They buy the cars. Chicks take all the money to waste on 10 pounds of makeup. Makes them look worse than they already are. Most times, anyway. And I was talking to this other chick the other day. She was like, I was telling her how chicks wear makeup for dudes to attract them. She's like, no, we do. We wear for ourselves. Like, that's a little bullshit. Okay. And she was lying through her teeth. That, unfortunately, she's like an airhead anyway, so I really don't pay attention to what this chick says. She's kind of a dumbass. But fortunately, don't do it by her anymore. Because she's gone, whatever, to be a dork, studying online, whatever she does. Waste her time. Unfortunately, she doesn't have an ounce of brains to go with that. And so, that's her problem, not mine. I'm like, I'm even thinking about seducing one of these girls. Just for fun, you know? Just because I can. It's almost too easy these days. See, girls think they have all this, influence over dudes. Maybe physically, but mentally, not really. They'll think that they can play games with dudes and win them over or whatever if they walk past them 100 times or flick their hair or whatever stuff they're taught to do as little girls. Wrong. It's not what gets dudes' attention, I'm afraid. I look more for personality over, hair flicking or whatever. At the end of the day, I just really don't care anymore. I just come to the conclusion that girls are crazy. They're crazy. And these days, there are more desperate chicks out there than there will ever be desperate dudes. Okay? Like, another thing, another reason why I don't bother girls, especially my job, because who knows what they're doing? Who knows what other kind of balls they're licking outside of work? How many diseases these girls actually have carrying with them? It's like, sometimes I go too far with the attraction thing. I think I should think of action when these bitches out. Mistake. As soon as you even think about that, you're done. It's all part of the game. See? It's all part of the chase. They chase a little bit, like, oh, if I wore some tight pants and shirt that shows my tits, maybe this guy will finally ask me out. Most cases it works. For me, not so much. Dudes are visual creatures, but they're also more intelligent than women are. You never hear a girl say that, but it's true. There's a reason dudes were created first, right? Dudes play football. Well, not to go into that, but if a chick tried to play football, she'd probably end up in the hospital really fast. Girls just they're not built for that kind of activity. They're just not. You see a muscular woman, go the other way. Because chances are she's either on steroids or she's probably crazy. And every once in a while, I get this urge to remember how it feels to be somewhat intimate with a woman, but at the same time, not really worth it at this point. Okay? Don't care. To me, it's not a big deal. But society would tell you that you need to be in a relationship to be happy. Not true. I'm perfectly fine where I am right now. It's snowy outside. I'm indoors, 2 days off, no chum bucket, no annoying females. I'm good. Because chicks are so bent on affection and comfort, they'll chase you to the ends of the earth. That's what they do. Mind you, I don't have the patience to wait for a girl to make up her mind. So if I'm feeling flirty, which I kind of am, because I'm young and I'm not really commitment type of dude, I'll flirt around with other pieces of ass. The more numbers you have, the chances are you're going to get laid eventually. I mean, so many girls really give me these looks like they're ready to drop their pants, snapping my fingers. Again, dudes have all the power, man. Especially when you're an older guy. If she finds out you're older, your chances of getting ass are higher. Remember that one, kids. If you're older than her by maybe a couple of years, chances of getting some ass increase every time. I can teach you that in health education class. Yeah, let's go over some of the news here. ComicBookMovieNews.com. Apparently, there's a rumor that Tom Holland's Spider-Man is going to be in the Venom film. This makes no sense, by the way, because Spider-Man in this universe is like 10 years old. There's no way he would have met Eddie Brock already if he just started in the Marvel universe. Let's be real, people. People can't be stupid enough to believe this. No way, I forgot it's the internet. Everyone believes everything. So we got some Star Wars news. I should say Disney Wars, because it's not Star Wars anymore. About this shitty Star Wars Han Solo prequel bullshit. Still no trailer, but they're trying to market it now, I guess. I'm reading this paragraph because it's got a apparent synopsis now. It's called Solo Star Wars Story, aka Star Wars Prequel. That's what they are. They're prequels, not stories. It says, board the Millennium Falcon and journey to a galaxy far away in Solo Star Wars Prequel. An all new adventure. All new adventure. It's a no origin story. It's not a new adventure. It's not new. A biography film about freaking out Solo with a different actor is not new. It's a prequel. Through a series of daring escapades deep within a dark and dangerous criminal in the world, Han Solo meets his future co-pilot Chewbacca and encounters the notorious gambler Lando Calrissian. Like I said, it's a freaking biography film. It's everything you heard in the original Star Wars and Empire. It's like, oh, we lost her to me fair and square. What was other BS? It's like, yep, the ship that made the customer less than 12 parsecs. What's the parsec? Oh, gotta find out in this shitty prequel. Because the audience can't be allowed to use their imaginations anymore. So Mickey Mouse has to tell everybody every little damn thing that happens. Because the art of visual storytelling is over. The art of good characters is over. And look at this. Possible Solo Star Wars prequel footage. Reaction promises plenty of fan service. See, that's the problem. Fan service. It's all they're doing with these stupid prequels. Fan service. It's not a story. It's not a singular story that adds anything to the original freaking trilogy. It's a damn fan service fan fest, man. Fan service is okay, but when it's too much, like Rogue Zero or Reboot Awakens or The Last Disgrace, it fails. I mean, look at this. Last Jedi bombed in freaking China. Bombed. And then Disney pulled it from theaters. Like, that's what you get. This is, mind you, after they try to force people to show their shitty film in multiple theaters. And now it's backfiring on them. I was going to do a Star Wars film every damn year. It's backfiring on them. And I saw this coming a mile away. I knew this was going to happen. I'm like, they're going to run us into the ground. And they already have. Like, nobody gives a damn about what Solo was doing as a little freaking teenager. It didn't work for Anakin Skywalker. Why the hell would it be different for Han Solo? Han Solo is more popular than Vader. It's weird, but you know, he's incredibly popular. As Harrison Ford, not this loser, whatever his name is, Han Ellen something. Can't even pronounce the kid's name, and I really don't care. So it's gonna be a bust. It's gonna be a failure, man. It's gonna be terrible. reading some of these comments. Should have just made a Lando film and have Han make a cameo. A Lando trilogy. Film the third one now with Billy D instead of before first the reboot awakens. Lando, it's not even worse than Han Solo. Lando the gambler. He's not an adventure person. He wouldn't do anything interesting in his own film. Neither would Han. Because everything that happens with Han is in the original freaking trilogy. It does not matter. I mean, like, when I really think about it, this film has no chance. We got Maze Runner at the end of this month, Black Panther in February, then a couple months later, got Avengers on May 4th. Deadpool 2 is the 18th, and this piece of crap is the 25th. After that is Incredibles 2. And I'm sure there's tons more that I have no idea when they're releasing, but I think there's even a rumor that a shitty Aquaman guy is getting his own film, even though his character is incredibly boring. Just like it was in Justice League. Like CGI League. It was like, hey, you guys want to find out how Han got his vest or the red stripes? I'll tell you how. They're Carillion stripes. It's not that hard. Like, how did Han win the Falcon? He played Lando in a card game. Lando let him win because Han has no chance against a professional gambler since he's been doing nothing but smuggling. So he cheated. And Lando let him win. That's it. It's not worth telling a freaking 2.5 hour damn story about, man. It's a 2-minute sequence at best. They're gonna drag it out like freaking Casino Royale. And it's gonna be shit. People on this website are still crying about that trailer. Trailer coming tomorrow? Who the hell cares? I'm giving up on Star Wars at this point. Listen, there's no chance, man. It's gonna be terrible. The fact that they're promising plenty of fan service just makes it worse. It's not the way to promote a film. It's not. And look at Fantastic Beasts. There's nods to Hogwarts or Dumbledore or whatever, but it's not thrown in your face every 5 freaking minutes. They're just telling its own story. Its own story set in the Harry Potter universe, but it's completely different. That's why it's so good. I don't get why Disney can't just do that. Oh, right, because they're run by a bunch of corporate hacks that completely forgotten what it means to actually tell a freaking story. I'm looking at this article right here. Each Fantastic Beasts film will be set in a different city. That's what I'm talking about, man. Expand the universe. Speaking of expanding the universe, apparently the reason E was dropped was because Chewbacca was killed off in a book. In one book, like I think it was Legacy of the Force, or maybe it was they used in Fallen War or something. First off, he died a hero's death. It was a glorious moment for the character. The character doesn't even speak, mind you. And because one character is gone, they scrapped the whole thing, years of material. Half of it doesn't even include the original trilogy characters. That's like writing a story, making one little mistake and deleting the whole damn story instead of backpedaling to that one little sentence. There's no logic in it. And I'm thinking to myself, who the hell is running stuff over there? I know Kathleen Kennedy's a moron, but like, sure, it's probably a result of having all females running Star Wars now. No logic, just all freaking emotions and all that bullshit. It's another thing that gets on my with chicks. They don't think with logic, they just think with their stupid emotions. That's why I find it up alone. Sucks for them. Again, chicks need us more than we need them. Just a fact. Maybe if dudes weren't going out to war to kill each other, there'd be more dudes around. But you know. Because I've been doing some research, see, on I guess you could say the dangers of relationships, and there's more negatives for dudes than there are positives, if any. I already explained this before, but like, they're really only interested in money in a way. They want all that money so you can go to the mall, buy all that shitty makeup to make them look ugly. They think they look good. Well, they don't. Probably makes them look worse than they already are. You're being a little tough, aren't you, Pete? Nah, fact, man. I've seen it. I'm like, especially girls that have a crush on a dude, they'll go out of their way to buy like fake eyelashes and all this other bull crap. They look even uglier than they were before. Like, oh my god, they're trying to attract the dude to scare them away. Yeah, looking forward to Fantastic Beasts. You know, might keep this a little shorter than usual today. But yeah, they're desperate. These girls are really freaking desperate, man. I see it in their eyes. Yes. I'm really going attached to a Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm looking forward to God of War when it comes out. Hopefully, it's actually coming out in March. I hope those rumors are true. Oh, yes. I think another reason why dudes don't want to get into relationships, they don't want to lose their freedom. Okay? Like, I know one reason I don't want to do any of that is because I like doing what I'm doing right now. I ain't giving up my games or whatever, which I like to do. Talk to some chick on the phone or listen to her bullcrap, what color her nails are getting painted or whatever. Like, talk to your parents about that shit. Leave me alone, you know? Couldn't care less. And like, she wanted to drop her pants, be my guest. What, like, why don't you at least acknowledge Star Wars, which there is a piece of ass at the Chumbucket that actually kind of loves Star Wars, so I'm about to smash that ass. I know tomorrow, but that's the thing. You learn a lot about chicks when you talk to a couple of them at once, you know? You find out which ones want to get some and which. Chicks always gonna think they're more superior than dudes, but they're not. It's not possible. I saw this video recently on single mothers. I've already learned this lesson personally, but single mothers, stay away, man. Stay away. There's one chick that worked at Chumbucket, right? I think I mentioned her before. Spanish chick. She's apparently like 20 something years old. She has a kid. As soon as I found this out, huge turn off, man. Huge turn off. I'm like, no. No. Attractive as she is, like, no. It's I remember when she came in there one day looking like a freaking supermodel. I'm like, holy crap. It's that fishing reel to drag you in. The bait. Get you on the hook. Oh man, she looks amazing today. It's the way she wants it, man. The way she wants it, so she can get you, take care of her and her dumb kid. But if you're a smart guy, it ain't gonna work, right? For me, I just had enough of drama, and I know girls enough of drama. It's almost like the more pretty she is, the more drama she's gonna cause. You know, these days, it's just, they can walk into a room and all the scared ass turn their head. I'm like, oh my goodness, you know. Yesterday I went to Wawa. There's this piece of ass behind the counter. As soon as I walked in, she's it's almost like she's like, damn, you know. You have an advantage. I look younger than I am. Not in a creepy way, but like, usually don't go for younger chicks, but you know, these days, what the hell not? They got more energy and they're more likely to be freaks in the sheets. So older chicks seem to just want to settle down. I'm not down for that, you know. I'm like, I want to have fun. I want to sleep around once in a while, you know. People of my age should be hooking up, not settling down. Wouldn't mind hooking up with some of these chicks, but it's not at my job. Well, one in particular, she's gorgeous. She happens to love Star Wars, so yeah, she's mine. That's a bonus, man. Drop that gorgeous and love Star Wars, yeah, she's mine. Gonna have to get her number next time I see her fine ass. I got options, man. Like, you get these girls these looks like you want to get them. They get so excited. It's like, oh man, it just gives dudes more power. It just gives you power over me. Do you feel it, child? So what you gotta say to a woman next time you're with her? You feel in charge. And she's like, but I dropped my pants for you. This gives you power over me. See, that's why Tom Hardy's Bane was so good, because he has so many funny ass lines. This gives you power over me. Chicks, man, just yeah. Sometimes they can be good for you, other times they're a freaking nightmare. I'll tell you, the amount of chicks that are checking me out these days, it's kind of overwhelming. I'm like, anyways, man, I'm one dude, all right? Y'all have to line up, give y'all a raffle ticket. Now taking a piece of ass number 3. Yeah, not much to say this week. Just wanted to rant a little bit on that stupid Han Solo prequel bullcrap. I just read apparently the synopsis. It's a biography film, people. It's not. It's going to be a list of events that happened in the past. Apparently, there's no story there. It's a list of events. Could have done this in a book or a television series. Would have been better. You want to do a Han Solo TV series about his young adventures? I'm down for that. Give me 3 or 4 seasons of that. I'll be there to watch that. But a one-off film with a new actor looks nothing like Ford. I'm supposed to believe this guy's going to grow into Harrison Ford by the end of this film. No. See, there's a difference between this and James Bond. James Bond can imagine to be whoever he wanted to be. James Bond could be an Asian American guy for all I care. Because he's a book character. Can interpret it 100 different ways. That's why there's been so many actors playing James Bond. It's weird when they try to connect one to the other because they look completely different from the other actors. But Daniel Craig, for instance, is completely different from all the other Bonds. For the most part, they all follow a simple formula. But Craig is really not as humorous as the others were. He's way more stone-faced and serious, which is fine for making it his own. But his Bonds will never lead to Sean Connery or Roger Moore or Pierce Brosnan. It's just not possible. His Bond is so completely detached from the rest of the series. It's not even a prequel series. It's its own thing, which is fine because it's a book character. You can do that. Han Solo was made famous by Harrison Ford. Ford's Han Solo just got killed off. So don't sit there and tell me, oh, this is a new Solo. Like, no. No. Don't bullshit me with that, all right? There is no new Han Solo, okay? Look at any of the Expanded Universe books, and you could picture Harrison Ford in any of the books. I read the Han Solo trilogy, which is what they're taking this from, by the way. All they're doing is ripping off the EU. That's all they're doing. It's not new. It's not an original concept because I read the books. I know exactly what they're doing. How much you want to bet they're going to show him at the Imperial Academy? He's going to have a run-in with Vader because there's a rumor that Vader's going to show up in this one for some reason because they have no faith in this kid, so they want to throw Vader in there and get people in the seats. Again, just like Rogue Zero. Worked for that one, but they're not going to work again. It's not going to work again. I mean, as long as they don't have Vader talking this time, I guess it'll be okay, but because he sounded horrible in Rogue Zero. Not James Jones' fault, but like they really should have done something different with his voice. Maybe not give him any voice lines or something. I guess it's another problem with prequels, man. They just don't work. They don't work. I don't see Fantastic Beasts as a prequel. I see it as a new series in the past. It's before Harry Potter, but it's in that universe and it works. Old Republic in the Star Wars universe in the past. Fantastic series. It works. Solo prequel, new actor, looks nothing like Ford. He's never going to be the Harrison Ford Solo. He's never going to grow into that Solo because Harrison Ford put his own personality into Han Solo. Unless Harrison Ford has a twin somewhere, it's not going to happen. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. And the other thing you got to consider is that, you got to convince multiple generations of people that knew this guy right here, and only one guy as Han Solo, that this loser, Eldon something, is the same guy. From 1977, by the way. That's the thing. People act a certain way in the 70s. They have certain hairstyles in the 70s. People act a certain way in the 70s. Never going to recapture that. And all the lines that they use in the original trilogy, can't recapture that. Guess what? Because George Lucas isn't involved anymore. You're never going to get the "not this ship, sister." No, you're not going to get lines like that anymore because it's out of date. It's out of style. No, but Lawrence Kasdan is working on the script. And he also wrote the script for Reboot Awakens and it sucked. So, no offense, Kasdan, but your time in the sun is over, bro. Time to retire. Without George Lucas, I have no faith in Mickey Mouse writing a new Han Solo potential. If George Lucas was involved in the casting, okay. But just as Kennedy Chick and some other people, I couldn't care less. Okay? But yeah. I think that about does it for this episode. A little bit different this time, but just want to get some of that off my chest. I just bought a Darth Vader comic. Fantastic. I'll probably review it later. But it's the other comics, the one with the original trilogy characters that are kind of crappy, in my opinion. But so they're doing pretty good with the comics. It's the movies that are crap, which honestly is kind of weird. But I don't know. I'm done. I just don't care anymore. I'm done. Disney fricked up. It's on them. When this film bombs at the box office, it's gonna be their fault. They have no one to blame but themselves.